Okay, so here we are. This is the Mourinho Tactical Pro Board, and it's a very groovy piece of software for analyzing data and in terms of the formations and how players are done and the tactical layout. So we're going to do a quick preview about the starting lineups of both teams in the big game between Argentina versus Chile today in the Copa Centenario final. If you want to get a little more information about the software, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can check it out. It's pretty pricey, but it's worth it, so you can check it out. So let's get straight into it. So let's go into the teams. It's Chile, Argentina. It's a nice little interface here. We have the matches set up. We have all the players and their names and numbers and positions already preloaded. So let's take a look at this. So let's take a look at Argentina first. Of course, let's go from the goalkeeper all the way back. So up in the goal, we have Sergio Romero, the Manchester United man. The guy was on the bench for Monaco, and now he's on the bench for Manchester United. Is now stopping the goals for Argentina. He's had an amazing tournament so far, except for that first blunder against Chile, but he looks good. In the right back position, Gabriel Mercado, then paired off by number 17, Nicolas Otamendi, the Manchester City man, who's paired off with the Everton man, Ramiro Funes Mori. In the left back position, it's Marcos Rojo. So the back four, that completes the back four, which hasn't changed in the tournament, which will definitely benefit Argentina. That hasn't changed. They'll have the midfield three, number 14, of course, Mascherano, who we all know who Mascherano is, the monster, the general, the on-field leader of the team. He'll be paired off with possibly, I believe, young Matthias Granvita, but due to the injury to Augusto Fernandez, but most likely it looks as if it's either him or Lucas Biglia who's rumored to be injured. And to top the trio off, Ever Banega, the Inter Milan signing, Sevilla champion, he has really come into his own and really stepped into the midfield trio for Argentina and really showed why he was such a highly rated talent for years. He's had a great tournament so far. He's rumored to be injured, that he won't play, and we'll see how it goes, but Argentina will most likely start with this trio. Up front, we have on the left, which usually is it should be Di Maria, but Di Maria is injured, Pastore is injured, the Vetzi is injured, as we all know, with his wrist injury crashing into the side panels. So it looks like, and there's also a rumor that Gaetan is also out, which is yet to be verified. We'll see. There are rumors that Martino are he's playing mind games with the press just to deceive people about his lineup, but we'll see. A good educated guess is that most likely Eric Coco Lamela will play on the left, and of course on the right, Leo Messi and Gonzalo Higuain up front. So just to run through the entire team: Romero at the back, Mercado at right back, Otamendi right centre back, Funes Mori on the left, Rojo, Javier Mascherano in the midfield, paired off with Granvita, Banega in front of the midfield duo, the double cinco, Leo Messi, Gonzalo Higuain, and Coco Lamela on the left. So let's take a look at Chile. Chile, from the back, we have Claudio Bravo, the Barcelona man, and at the right back, it's Mauricio Isla, and right next to him in the centre-back position on the right side of the central defense is Inter Milan warrior Gary Medel, and then the famous Gonzalo Yara, who we all know wants to be apparently a proctologist with that finger incident against Cavani last year in the Copa America, which was disgraceful, and I think it was disgusting, but you know, he does his job for the team and they win, and that comes with his territory. He's very aggressive. In the left back position is Jose Pedro Fuenzalida. Yes, that's a mouthful. He'll be playing on the left side. And in the midfield, we'll have Francesco Silva. And next to him on the right side of the central midfield is Arturo Vidal. The Bayern Munich and former Juventus star will be responsible for being a midfield engine. Next to him, it will be Charles Aranguiz. And he has come in due to some suspensions and so on. Chile has their problems. Will be right next to Vidal. On the left midfield, it will be Edson Puig, combative player. It's a very compact, high-pressure midfield and defense. That's the four. Up front, of course, it's Eduardo Vargas, who has been having a great tournament so far. He seems to love the Copa America. And, of course, Alexis Sanchez, the Arsenal and former Barcelona and Udinese man, who's great. He thrives. He loves this national setup, and we'll be looking to do another one over on the Argentines. They'll be playing their 4-4-2, which is different from what Sampaoli and Bielsa did. And this is the predicted lineup that I think will take place, with some heavy consultation by Kevin Campbell and myself. So let's take a look at both teams and how they line up. So as you can see, on the tactical ball, we have a nice groovy layout about how the players are going to play. As you can see, let's take a look at the Argentinian lineup separately. Add the names in there. This is 4-3-3. The back four, Mercado will be responsible for running up and down the wings. Marco Rojo as well. Where I believe will be essential will be these two areas here, which is Nicolas Otamendi. He will be basically responsible for moving forward. Now, if Chile has to do anything about it, they'll have to stop these two guys. So basically, the centre-back pairing of the Everton and the Manchester City man will be quite essential in how this game goes. Argentina have what we think is Matias Cranvita in the midfield, and Banega. Banega is also rumored to be injured, so we really don't know how that's going to go. The creativity will be responsible by Eva Banega, who will be responsible for tracking back and linking up with the midfielders and linking up with Lamela, Gonzalo Higuain. He roams around this area here, so the Chileans will have to basically shut him down. Lamela will basically function as the role that Di Maria and Lavezzi did. And it's pretty straightforward. I don't think Argentina is going to do anything out of the ordinary. When they are not in possession, they will pressure the ball high up front. So let's take a look at Chile. Chile with their 4-4-2. It's pretty straightforward with the high pressing football. There's nothing really too hard to explain about this, but it will give you a greater perspective when we put both teams on the field. Chile definitely like the high press, so does Argentina. So when one team is in possession, they will definitely be trying to press the back two, as we said, Funes Mori and Nicolas Otamendi, because Argentina loves to pass the ball around. They're confident in possession, and they will try to play the ball out the back at speed to pull in the Chileans, what I believe was their plan all along. Now, a lot of people forgot in the first game when Mercado and Rojo was pushing forward, and they progressed up the field like this. We'll just leave the ball there. But so basically, Alexis Sanchez, Vargas, Mascherano, Mercado, that when Mori and Nicolas Otamendi moved up a couple times, when Chile applied the pressure like this, they managed to sneak the ball away from Otamendi a few times, and luckily Mascherano dove across and recovered because he's brilliant. Stole the ball and he ran this direction. But this is in the first game. So Chile did create a lot of chances with the high pressing football, and it was some individual saves by Romero that really got Argentina. I think they got away with a bit. A lot of people forgot that Chile did create chances. So if Chile would like to press Argentina, they will definitely have to press these two guys up front and force them to make quick passes or make long balls out of the back. Argentina are very good in possession, so this is basically what Chile will do. They will press. An area where Chile will have to be on their toes, and they've done it before, is Gonzalo Higuain's mobility. He has a tendency to drop deep to collect the ball and lay the ball off to, Lamela and so on, and if Cranvita moves up. But Medel and Yara will have to decide who's going after Gonzalo Higuain and who is going to stop the free runs through the middle here. So I think most likely Medel is going to be that guy, but of course with the movement and mobility of Argentina, they'll have to adjust accordingly. Sometimes they cut across, and where will be a real problem for Chile is Messi's free roaming ability. He goes like this. In the last Copa America, they sort of shut him down like this, and it was effective and it did work. Remember, Messi's also not 100% fit. So we'll see how it goes. So basically, to sum it all up, both teams are going to play high-pressure football. The same thing goes for Argentina. If they're going to build from the back, Gonzalo Higuain is going to pressure up front like this. Messi as well. And then they're going to try to pressure the Chileans off the ball. So it's pretty much both teams that have a very similar style of retrieving the ball, winning the ball high up the field. And we'll see how it goes. The Argentines, when they like to press high up like this, for example. And it's pretty much that's how the game is going to go. Messi's going to pressure out here, Banega and so on. So this is how I think it's going to play out. This is my, tactical assessment of how the starting lineups and how the formations are going to be and how the lineups are going to be. I think where Argentina need to be careful is the Chileans winning possession of Funes Mori and Nicolas Otamendi. And for Chile, it's the same thing. Argentina need to be able to control the midfield and spread the ball out to the wings, which they did effectively in the first game. So, this is our quick assessment of the lineups, the players, and so on. Feel free to check out in the description below the tactical board if you want to check it out. Check out the other videos in the description below, our Extra Time TV blog. And this has been our pre-match assessment of what's going to happen in the Argentina-Chile game today. If you feel free to leave your opinion, if you think the lineups are different, if you have a different interpretation of how the game is played by both teams, let us know. We'd love to hear it. We really love the discussions, and we love, we're not saying anyone is right. Football is a beautiful game. We interpret it in different ways. And I would really love to hear what you have to say in the comment section below. So if you have a question or suggestion, feel free to drop us a comment below. So this is Andres Soklal, and this is our tactical analysis of, very brief, of the Argentina-Chile Copa Centenario final.